Hey everybody, welcome back to another Classics Are Better. I'm Travis. Today we are checking out my new project. Well, it's an old project, but I'm just now working on it, so let's get after it. All right, y'all, so here is my 1966 Chevrolet C10. It is a bona fide, real-life custom cab, short wheelbase, big back window truck. So, decently rare. A lot of people are converting their small back windows to big back windows, and obviously people have been cutting down long beds for years. But this one was born this way, tried and true, which made it a little bit more valuable to me. But I ended up getting it just because I had found such a good deal with this thing. I actually drove 2 hours to southeast Dallas out in Canton to buy it from a guy named Bubba. So if that tells you anything, I'll have some pictures that I'll put up in the video of how I found it, what it looked like out there. I do have a bed right here, as you can see. So it is a nice stepper. I'm a step-side guy. I just love it. I have a brand new tailgate for it right here that I had kind of patinaed to match my old truck, and then when I was going to sell it, I just switched it out. This is in pretty decent shape. It's rusty, but it's not just super beat up, and since I'm going with the patina look anyway, I'm just going to sand down in here and see what I find. It seems like my C10 was originally this light blue color, is what I've been finding in like the cab stuff up under the wheel well, is that light blue. So possibly when I sand all this down, I'll find some of that. So far it seems like it started out light blue and then was kind of a like cream color, and then it looks like they did the whole truck in burgundy, and I think it was burgundy here and then kind of the cream up top is the only thing I can think of that would kind of match the interior. Otherwise, I don't know what they were doing. If this was just a solid burgundy truck, that's not my jam. Anyway, but back to the bed. So it's in pretty good shape, but it is just covered in dirt daubers. Everything I got for this truck, engine bay, the bed, everything's covered in dirt daubers. You can see I have right over here in the support beams for it. You can just see all where the dirt daubers were and still are there. When I bought this from Bubba, the pockets up here in the bed were completely full of a wasp nest. I mean, like 12 of them fell out. It was pretty crazy. But I did end up getting this truck because it had some stuff done to it already that I just liked. So it's already been converted to 5 lug here in the back. It is 5 lug here in the front as well, with disc brakes. I'm not 100% on these disc brakes since I have not driven this thing. I literally bought it about 10 months ago because I saw such a smoking deal. I parked it right there, and there it sat. I bought some parts for it, but I have not messed with it. I made a promise to myself that I would get my other 60 completely done and ready to sell before I mess with this one, just because all of you guys know shop space is at a premium, and I don't need a whole bunch of half-done projects. So I was trying to get that one done first, which I did, and it got sold. So now it's the 66's time to shine, and I actually plan to fix this one up and hopefully do power tour one day in it and just keep it for me, just as my cool classic truck or whatnot. I'm gonna go with the beat up patina outside and real nice inside look. So I just need to get it presentable. It doesn't have to be perfect. It does have this super shady gas tank rig going on that has like a garden hose size fuel line, which is totally dry rotted. So this is all gonna go. I know the ratchet straps hang on are totally trick and custom, but it's a little too custom for me. So I'll get like a nice Boyd tank, or I've been looking into it. I know some guys use like old Blazer tanks, something like that. So I'll see what works out the best and then throw the bed back on here. And I'll have to wire up some taillights and stuff, but you can kind of see too, I mean, everything was rewired, which was a big part of me getting this truck. It has been lowered. I believe it's got a 2.4 drop on it. I am not totally sure Obviously it's up on my little roller things right now so I can move it around, but it was about the same height as my old 60 was when they were side by side. But this one does have an inch, this has 15s on it, where my other truck had 16s. So I don't know, I might end up re-dropping this with something a little bit more reliable, but it'll be fine for now. Does have exhaust on it that are just cutoffs dumped down right here behind the 12 bolt rear end, so that's nice. One issue I do have though, and if I can get it on here, that bumper might be in the way, is my drive shaft is kind of cocked over to the passenger side and rubbing up in the cross member up there. So I'm gonna have to use a pan hard bar and shift this all over a little bit. Some of it might be just due to the weight, or due to the fact that there's no weight on the back because of the bed being over there. This does have a GMC hood on it. So you can see right here, the turn signals are a little different. This area is a lot sharper on one of these. I have the actual hood for this, but I kind of like it. It makes it a little bit different with the Chevy grille and the GMC hood. And you know, there's so many of these, it just helps it stand apart just a little bit more. So, all right. So here's the interior. It is a burgundy or maroon, whatever you want to call it, special in here. It's actually done okay. It's kind of got a sparkle. I mean, it's not horrible. It's just not my color of choice. So eventually I'll change it, but it does have a headliner. First one of these I've ever had that actually has a headliner in it. You know, visors, has this nice bench, though it is ripped up a little bit right there, but you know, good enough for a while. But eventually I'm going to come through and, you know, paint everything, rewrap the bench, do new carpet, do new door seals, you know, just spruce it up. I'm not sure if I'll keep these gauges and or if they even work, since I can't get it, haven't got it running yet. Or maybe I'll just do like, you know, Dakota digital gauges or something like that. The doors are pretty solid. There's a little bit of surface rust here, but no biggie. The rockers are good. The floor's good. It still has all the seals in it. One of the reasons I bought this truck was it had a little bit of Bondo stuff on it, but it was all just super, just surface type stuff. Again, I'm gonna put a I have a little patch that'll go right here to smooth this out while I'm doing body work and stuff on it. But yeah, the inside, besides some cobwebs and some ratty, you know, this isn't ideal and stuff, but it all works. Needs a new windshield. I do have new gaskets for the front and the back. For the big window and stuff, so I'll have to get a new windshield, learn how to do that with, you know, putting a string through it and all that kind of stuff you see. So I will cover it, I guarantee you, my friends. But anyway, this should be a cool little project for us to work on together. Here is the engine bay. As you can tell, I need new hood hinges. It sags quite a bit. I do like, it looks like somebody had painted in here. I'm going to freshen that all up, but I do like that look of the black engine bay with the patina and stuff on the outside. Unfortunately, when old Bubba I got it from had put an electric fan on the radiator, which is good, but he punctured the radiator, which is bad. So it leaks as soon as you put any kind of water or antifreeze in there. So have to do a new radiator on here. It does have power steering. I'm trying to hold this thing in my head. Does have power steering right here. Unfortunately, has manual brakes, and with the disc brakes, I'm going to have to just go ahead and get a brake booster put in here with a better proportioning valve. I do have a chrome air cleaner for it that I'll put on there. It's just an Edelbrock 1405 carb. I either need to rebuild it, I believe, and or just put EFI on this thing. We'll see. I really want to LS it, but you know, that costs a lot of money, and there's a 350 in here, so if I can bring it back, it should work fine for a little while at least. Does looks like it's had some updated plugs and wires. It has an HEI distributor back here. Again, I don't know what my luck is with manifolds looking like they're from the ocean. And it has dirt dauber nest on there. So I'm going to get rid of that. The starter looks new down there. The block actually doesn't look like there's a lot of oil. Have to go through and do all the normal stuff. Probably plugs, wires, take these valve covers off, see what's going on, new gaskets, either rebuild the carb or do EFI. New radiator. I'm going to do new upper and lower hoses, flush everything. Again, at least it has a new wiring kit in it, so that should be beneficial. I'll also say that it has a super fun transmission leak right now. So I'm not sure if that's just an old seal that dried out or if I actually have a real problem. But with this, you can kind of see in here the blue, some more of what color it used to be. And my steering box is leaking a little bit. I'll have to get that addressed, but it's solid in here, guys. That's what's amazing. The support back here is solid. You know, all my stuff here is all totally solid. So while it has some surface rust, stuff like that on it, that doesn't bother me one bit. The biggest thing I'm gonna have to fix on this truck, besides getting it running, is this door. Has this boo-boo right here, which again, not a huge deal, opens and shuts fine. And the hood, it's kind of hard to see, but right here it's kind of dented in. But I do have the deck stacked on me a little bit. As you can see, this thing has not been on the road since '99. So that's like 21 years ago, guys. So this will be a nice little rescue. Hopefully you guys will follow along on the journey of bringing this thing back and making it really cool. But yeah, last on the road in '99, I'm gonna bring her back. Hey, thank you guys for watching another Classics or Better, for checking out my 66 C10. Hopefully I'll have a lot more videos on it pretty soon now that I can actually work on it. So I got some parts on the table for it, I got some parts on the table for my 67 Camaro, and I have parts in the mail for my 68 Impala. So tune back in, should have a lot of cool stuff for you guys over the next few weeks. Thanks for watching.